Working. Oh my god. Okay, sorry you guys. Hi everybody. Long time no see. So I think that we should probably start doing some actual lectures instead of watching some videos and doing some vocabulary quizzes like you guys have been doing. But we'll keep Facebook, so please don't leave the group because we'll use that for discussions. Um, but I need to start showing you guys some lectures because this is your listening and speaking class. So you guys do presentations in the class. So we're going to do some presentation PowerPoints. Okay, so I have like, oh my gosh, I have several presentation PowerPoints for you. This is the first one. I think this is around 40 slides. So I don't know if I can get through all of this tonight. But anyways, I will upload it to you guys for eClass. And if I don't finish this PowerPoint, because WebEx only lets me record for like 30 minutes if there's nobody in my personal room. So yeah, this recording is going to be like 30 minutes. So anyways, if I don't get through this, I'll finish it next class. Okay. All right. So let's get started. So this is presentation skills for beginners, and you guys can see I got a lot of the material here from this book, Speaking of Speech. Got a lot of handy tips. Okay, so basics. When we do a presentation, you have to consider 3 different aspects of any speech. The physical message, which is what we're going to do today, like gestures and stuff. The visual message, which is like what you would present in your PowerPoint presentation or Google Slides or whatever you guys are doing, what they can see. And then there's the story, and that's what you're trying to say. Okay, so today we're going to do the physical message, like gestures. Oh, that picture's not that great. Okay, anyways, the physical message. What is the physical message? Posture, that's the way we stand and position our body. Hopefully I'm sitting up straight. Sometimes I slouch. It's no good. Eye contact, where we look to keep in touch with the audience. So like I'm making eye contact with you guys right now, or I'm making eye contact with the webcam. But yeah, this is really important because if you don't make eye contact with your audience, then they kind of start losing attention. If you make eye contact, they pay more attention to you. So this is usually one of the biggest problem with student presentations. A lot of the students aren't really comfortable making eye contact, so something to work on. Something to keep in mind. And then gestures, that's how we move our hands and body to support our words. Okay, so why is the physical message important? A good physical message sends a confident, positive, energetic, and enthusiastic message to the audience. By the way, I'm uploading this to YouTube for you guys, so you can use the closed captioning settings if you need to. Sometimes they don't work very well with YouTube, but you can try, see what happens. Might make it easier to listen to the presentation. Okay, moving on. So studies show that 70% or more of communication comes from body language. So yeah, if you kind of like, make gestures, eye contact, it kind of, your message comes across a lot better. People understand you better. Okay, so physical message, posture. See how they're standing, very confident. Okay, so posture, what is posture? The way you stand. A confident posture will help make the audience believe what you are telling them, right? Like if you guys kind of are like slouching or something like this, not making any eye contact, then the audience doesn't, you kind of lose your audience. So I did, when I was in graduate school, one of my fellow students, he always gave presentations like slouched over the computer like this. It was just, yeah. Anyways, so I remember very clearly because he had such bad posture. So yeah, you don't want people to remember you for your bad posture, right? Good posture. Okay, moving on. So yeah, stand up straight, or in my case, sit up straight. Be relaxed and natural, right? You don't want to stand like a soldier. Stand with your feet apart and your shoulders squared facing the audience. When you guys do group presentations, this is also important for your group members because you guys should all kind of like stand up straight and not slouch. I did have a student once, like she actually had her body like turned like this to the audience, to the class. So yeah, that really kind of alienates your audience. And yeah, don't do that. Okay, try not to slouch. So again, slouching is like this. It's kind of like a closed posture. You want to have a more open posture. Don't lean on walls, tables, or the podium. I have some pictures illustrating this to you. I have a tendency to lean. Sometimes people get tired of standing, but yeah, it's not recommended in a presentation, right? Okay, if your posture is too stiff, you will look uncomfortable. So, right, if you just kind of stand there like this the whole time, then that's also not recommended. That's too stiff. Okay, so here are some examples. You guys don't need to know this vocabulary. I don't even know the lordosis. I don't know what that is. But anyways, you guys can see he's kind of like way back, and here he's like got his butt out, and he's like forward. Yeah, you guys want to stand like this, right? This. Oh my God, that's good posture. Sorry. Okay. Yes, over here. Good posture. So why is posture important? It shows your attitude and how well you know the information you are presenting. Your posture will allow you to attract, distract, shift, or hold your audience's attention. Okay, so you can kind of do different things with your posture to kind of engage or disengage your audience. So who would you have more confidence in? This guy? Probably not. Probably this guy, right? Then you got this girl over here, but over here, like you're probably going to pay better attention to her, right? Okay, next, eye contact. Very important. I do take off minus points if students don't make any eye contact. Sometimes students like they'll only make eye contact with me. You guys got to make eye contact with your fellow students, right? Also, I'll have students who are just kind of, they'll read their script or they'll be looking at their screen, and then they'll look at the screen, like the, what do you call it? Oh my God, I can't remember what you call it. The thing you pull down, right? The projector is projecting onto the screen, like the big screen. They'll look over there, or they'll look at the TV monitor. Don't do that, okay? You guys got to make eye contact with your audience. Okay, so again, eye contact is very important. So you can start by looking at one person for one sentence, and that person's already engaged, and then move on to another person, and then like another person. That way you can kind of make eye contact with everybody, make sure everybody's listening. So yeah, just repeat with a new person. Don't read your notes. I know that this is difficult for you guys, especially doing it in a different language that you're not comfortable with. But just try to scan your notes. You guys don't need to memorize your presentation for my class, but reading notes is not good, right? You have to present. Okay, so if you have difficulty making direct eye contact, you can use a little trick. look at the spot between their eyes. Okay, then you're not like they think they're looking at you, but you're actually not. Okay, so if you're not comfortable making eye contact, just like look here. During the presentation, you can change your gaze from one person to another. This will make you look interested and focused on your audience. Okay, so here we've got some more examples of bad postures. Okay, so he's like swaying, he's like moving around, like don't sway. Here she looks really, really stiff, right? He's looking out the window. I have seen students look out the window before during presentations, and then she looks really scared, right? She looks like she saw a mouse or something. She looks really uncomfortable. Okay, so those are some examples. So again, more examples, kind of swaying, right? Here's the leaning Tower of Pisa. He's kind of leaning against the wall. Here she's like chewing on a pencil. He's dancing. Okay, just yeah, things not to do. Okay, moving on to gestures. So here we've got a heart gesture. Okay, so for online classes, if we have like a 90-minute class, like you guys are supposed to do like 40 minutes of like kind of online lecture time according to the Department of Education. So anyways, because of WebEx, I can only record this for 30 minutes. So what I want you guys to do is pause this for like 10 minutes, okay? And I know you guys don't have a partner. Normally we would do this in class, but you can kind of just do this yourself, right? So you guys can pause the presentation for 10 minutes and practice like communicating these things without any language, right? So like if you wanted to say no, like what would you do? What gesture would you make? Probably what my daughter does. Or you've got go over here. Like what gesture would you make for go? Probably something like that maybe. Okay, so anyways, you guys take 10 minutes. Please pause this presentation and kind of practice doing, thinking of gestures, doing gestures to communicate these things. Okay. Okay, 10 minutes finished. All right, moving on. Okay, so here are some more gestures that you guys can make with your hands, just as an example. So like clapping is a gesture. You guys can like point your finger, pointing. Number 3 is shaking hands. So anyways, you guys can see these are just examples of gestures. Got okay over here. You guys know this one, number 10? Like a surfer gesture, hang 10. Okay, anyways, these are just some examples. I don't need to go through all of these. Okay, with WebEx, I can't really show you guys videos very well, so I will upload this clip separately for you. It's really funny. I think you guys will like it. So it just shows, you know, Italians are kind of masters of hand gestures, body language. So this really illustrates how much you can say with your body. Okay, so I will attach this clip separately as it doesn't work well on WebEx. Moving on. Okay, again, I don't know if I have time for all of this right now. I think WebEx is going to cut me off at some point, but I'll just keep going until I get cut off. Okay, so gestures create the physical vocabulary which support your verbal message. They come in 4 basic types. So first are numbers or sequence. So you could show like to do like, you know, if you want to show something in sequence like first, second, third, fourth, you know, there's different gestures you can do. Number 2 type of gesture is for emphasis or focus, right? Like pointing or pointing something out, or something like that. You're emphasizing something. Number 3 is illustration or location. So if you kind of want to illustrate something like this, or show, okay, go this way, walk that way, so those are like gestures of illustration or location. And then number 4, you've got comparison and contrast gestures. So like, for example, you go, you compare one thing to another, or like contrast, like that. Okay, so gestures add meaning and energize your presentation. So please use them. Okay, so I will explain these in more detail, the different types of gestures. So numbers or sequence. You've got this guy holding up 3 fingers. I have 3 reasons. Over here, like I have the first step, the second step, the third step. That's what she's doing. Over here, you've got a guy going from moving from phase 1 to phase 2 to phase 3, like that. Okay, next, some examples of emphasis or focus gestures. So here he's emphasizing our product is unique. Over here, this lady, the point I want to emphasize is, and then over here, the key point is here. Okay, next, illustration or location gestures. So here you've got this guy, he's got his arms out. My TV screen is this big. Or over here, it's shaped like this. Or, I don't know, he's doing something like that, right? Over here, it's located in the top right corner. Okay, more examples of illustration or location. So twist it like this. Here he's got it's in the middle. This lady, pull it apart like this. Okay, anyways, you guys get the picture. I'm not going to go through all these because there's I think too much in my presentation. So you guys can kind of like, since I'm putting this on YouTube, you guys can go back and refer to it at any point, which is one of the reasons why I don't want to do a live class, because, yeah, because I doubt you guys would download it from the school's web. It's easier to just go to YouTube. So, okay, anyways, I'm going to move on. Comparison and contrast gestures. Okay, so you guys can check this out on your own time. I'm going to move along. More comparison and contrast gestures. Okay, like this lady in the case of China, and in the case of Brazil. And then you've got this guy here. These are different. Okay, again, we don't really have time for this because WebEx is going to cut me off, but you guys can pause this presentation, pause the lecture, and take some time and think of some gestures you could make for all of these items here. I'm sorry you guys don't have a partner. Normally we would do this in class with a partner, but you guys can just do it with yourself and the computer screen. So, like, for example, like, what gesture would you make for a triangle, right? Or what gesture would you make to show that something was small, right? Something like that. Okay, so yes, please pause this and practice doing some gestures. Okay, so 10 minutes finished. I'm moving on. Hopefully you guys had fun practicing all those. Okay, voice inflection. Voice inflection, or changes in our voice, is usually done in one of three ways. You can stress a word or phrase. Number 2, you can stretch a word or a phrase. And then number 3, you can pause before a word or a phrase. Okay, so just like gestures, inflection adds interest, color, and emphasis to an otherwise dull, monotone delivery. Okay, so please try to be aware of your voice inflection. Here's an example. I have a lot of experience. Okay, that's stressing. Or we could say, I have a lot of experience. That's stretching. Or you could pause, I have a lot of experience. Okay, so you guys can practice these yourselves, but I will, because I have several, what do you call it? I have several of these that you can practice, but I will just kind of illustrate again for you guys. So numbers, you could stress some numbers. This is a $19,999 car. Pretty cheap for a car, right? Stretching numbers. The university is only 6,000 years old. Okay, so you could stretch numbers that way. And then here we're going to pause. So the universe is billions and billions of years old. Okay, so those are some examples of things that you can do with inflection, with numbers. Okay, so you can also do it with like action words. I hope you guys practice all of these, please. Okay, so another example, we have cut prices in half, right? Action word, your verb, you're gonna like stress your verb here. So we have cut prices in half. Stretching your verb, we can decrease pollution. Sorry, we can decrease pollution. Okay, that didn't work very well, but I think you guys get the idea. Okay, pausing before your verb. The price of gas has shot up again. Okay. This is voice inflection with descriptive words with your adjectives. Okay, so like you could stress your adjective big here. You could stretch your adverb slowly here and pause before. Okay, anyway, so you guys can practice these, please, by yourselves. Comparison words, you guys can do the same with comparison words, right? You got more efficient, most experienced, better. Okay, so those are some comparison words. Negative word. Negative words like no, no down payment, not, never. Okay, please practice these. Okay, so how inflection can change meaning with the sentence, I didn't say Mary stole my blue pen. Okay, I'll show you guys some examples of how it can change meanings. So you have your statement, I didn't say Mary stole my blue pen, and then I will show you guys the implication, like by stressing different words, how it changes the meaning. Okay, so I didn't say Mary stole my blue pen. And the implication there with the emphasis on I is that someone else said it. Okay, next. I didn't say Mary stole my blue pen. So that's strong denial of having said it, right? I didn't say Mary stole my blue pen. I didn't say Mary stole my blue pen. So there you're implying or you suspected that she did it, kind of indicating that she did it. Okay, here we've got the implication that someone else stole it. So I didn't say Mary stole my blue pen. Okay, another one. She did something else with it. She did something else with the pen. I didn't say Mary stole my blue pen. Right? She did something else with it. Don't know what she did with it, but anyways. Okay, here we've got the implication that she stole someone else's pen. I didn't say Mary stole my blue pen. Here we've got another one. She stole one of another color. I didn't say Mary stole my blue pen. Okay, hopefully hopefully this is the last one. I hope you guys are getting the idea by now of what you can do with stressing different words. But here we go. Here we are with she stole something else blue. So I didn't say Mary stole my blue pen. All right. Hopefully you guys can practice all of these. Just kind of pause the lecture and then you guys can practice them. Okay, prepare. Okay, so you guys have a homework assignment. Okay, so this is a homework assignment for your next class. Okay, today there's no homework assignment, but this is for your next class, and of course it's due like a week later. You guys can upload it to Facebook. I will put all of this information on eClass for you, but this is worth 7 points. Okay, so you guys are going to make a video. You can stand in your room, you can stand wherever you want, but we're gonna do videos again because it's your speaking class. So you're going to advertise something. I will show you guys a PPT next class about like slogan and advertising English, okay? But anyways, you're going to advertise something. So some examples of things that you could advertise. You can do whatever you want, but you could advertise like some kind of alcohol, chicken, right? Some food, car, makeup, clothes, etc. Okay, your choice. Advertise whatever you want to. So use good posture, eye contact. Please make some gestures and use some voice inflection. Okay, that's your assignment. And again, your video is going to be between 30 seconds and 1 minute. So don't forget posture, okay, standing up straight, eye contact, gestures, and voice inflection. Okay, so this is the last slide, and this is your rubric. Please do not pay any attention to the 1 point, 2 point, 3 point. Just, it's like you guys get 1 point for your audio quality, 1 point for the information that you're conveying, 1 point for doing the assignment right on time, 1 point for good posture, 1 point for eye contact, 1 point for gestures, and 1 point for voice inflection. Okay, so if you kind of do like a fair job, you'll get like half a point, and if it's poor, it's 0. Okay, so that's kind of how your rubric works out. And again, your homework grade is worth 20 points total, right? For your final grade, it's worth 20 points. So this assignment is worth 7 points, okay? So I think we're finished, you guys. I think this is my last slide, and WebEx did not cut me off, yay. So yeah, I hope that you guys have fun practicing voice inflection and doing your gestures and things like that. And I think you're gonna have some really awesome presentations, some really awesome videos, practice presentations, right? Okay, so yeah, I will put this on eClass for you guys, and I think I will also download this as a PDF for you guys so you can refer to it a little bit more easily instead of watching the whole video again. Okay, all right, you guys, see you on Facebook. Bye.